there, it is a wintertime middle of December update, and I'm in my greenhouse because I had something fun that I got done this last week, and that is putting in a grow light out here. So my heat lamp has been enough to keep the frost at bay for the most part. So I still have things growing, and it's kept the, of course the greenhouse itself keeps the frost off of everything. So things are growing, but I wanted to see, I keep seeing all these lovely YouTubers who are planting things in their greenhouses in the middle of the winter, and I think it's kind of amazing. And I have to admit that my favorite part about growing them is when the little babies, they just pop up right out. That's chamomile that I did spell wrong, but it's still fun. So this is new to me as far as, I moved it from a different shop building, so it's obviously all dirty, but I got all excited. I have things starting to sprout and seed and come up, and then I realized yesterday, check it out, something is in my hoop house. Something dug here and here and here, and I don't know if it's a bird. There's one over here too. Look at that. They did a terrible job. And it's so sad because my seeds are actually coming. Like, you can see the little roots. I still can't believe that things actually germinate here in Oregon, zone 8B in the middle of the winter. I just can't hardly believe it. So down here I have microgreens, or if I let them turn into starts, this one's lettuce and this one's spinach, and you can actually see that they are also germinating and doing just fine. We've had several days that aren't terribly cold, but there is no extra sunshine. It's totally overcast and gray, gray, gray. So the light is definitely something that I would have to battle for. And as you can see up here, I think I'm gonna get some plastic and cover this. This is a fuchsia plant that's doing fine, except for you can tell where it was closer to the greenhouse at the tops, it must have gotten a cold damage from our last little cold frost. But I'm trying to save my fuchsia basket over the winter. But I also wanted to tell you a story. I had this really kind of a neat worlds collide. I think I've told you guys on here before that I'm a writer, and I had fun. November National Writing Month, where you write 50K in 1 month. I slam dunked. I ended up finishing a story that I had been working on and starting a new one. That all was super fun. But the other day I actually was using my phone. I was talking to my friend who lives in the Midwest, and she and I have been critique buddies since 2014, and we talk on a regular basis, talk shop, work stuff, and we both happen to love gardening. But I want to show you this. Check this out. Come on over here. So I was looking at this catalog. This is Baker Creek Heirloom Seed Catalog, which in the middle of the winter is actually like a dose of sunshine. The pictures are just like art, and it's so pretty. It's some fun just to pour over and look at and just enjoy while nothing is really growing outside, or it's really growing tiny. But my friend that I've known for 4 years, her folks own a seed company. It's in Missouri as well, and it's this one, White Harvest Seed Company, and this is their catalog, which is actually quite cool, and it has some different varieties in here, and in the back they have a lot of like how-to books on homesteading and prepping and storing and drying and seed preserving, and even some kits that you can get for saving, which is pretty cool. So I was a little nervous. I wanted to ask her if she did the Baker Creek catalog, like if she got it when her parents are. It's like, ooh, it's like the competition. Do you get other stores catalogs, you know? So I went ahead and asked her, and it turns out that my friend Savannah, she's a fellow historical romance writer. She and her husband worked for this company, and they fell in love there. They met and they married. And this company isn't that far from where she lives, and her family did some work there. And then she's like, another small detail. Okay, so inside this book, they do pictures every once in a while. This is the owners of the people, and they mix the pictures of the people holding the produce in here. And she's like, if you see the one who looks like a, farmer guy homesteader, that's my father-in-law. So this guy right here, which I just think is such a, like, it's so weird when it's, that, what do they call it, 6 degrees of separation, or a small world. And, for me to ask my friend about this thing that I'm loving so much, that she loves so much, that we share in common, writing world, and then all of a sudden, like, totally involved in my garden world too. It was just super fun. So, so that's what I'm doing. I have no idea if these seeds are going to actually weather out and produce. I picked the cold weather crops, and I picked the ones that you know, are supposed to be a winter crop. And winter gardening is totally new to me because I've been a gardener since I was young. My mom is a gardener. I've shown you guys, you can watch other videos that have shows my mom's patio garden because she's been playing around with that. Or are you gonna have a drink of tea? Cameraman's snatching a cup of tea. Cheers. Thank you, hubby. He's drinking a cup of happy. Isn't that a cute cup? I just got it at a Christmas mug exchange. I think it's so fun. That's hilarious. And so I learned from my mom, and she's a total green thumb, and she's been at it for years, propagating and all of that kind of stuff. But what was I saying? You made me lose my train of thought, cutie pants. I can't even remember. Oh, we've never done the back to Eden style. The back to Eden style, you don't rototill your garden at the end of the year and put it away. Like, we've always rototilled the dirt under and let it winter over and let it just be dirt. And then in the spring we rototill it, wait for it to dry out, and rototill again. So there was literally from like end of September or beginning of October all the way through till February or March. In Oregon, you're waiting for it to the ground not to be too wet. That's usually what you're waiting for. So there's like almost half a year that I get to garden that I didn't know I could, and so that is new to me. This is legitimately my first winter garden that I've done, and so it's been really fun. I wanted to show you my beginning seed collection. I know everybody has seed collections that they get going, and I have actually enjoyed playing around and alphabetizing and doing all the things, and I'm looking forward to getting a few more from this Baker Creek and this one. My husband and I are actually going to plant some red clover because he's a deer watcher, and I think I've showed you his chair that he sits in to watch down, and we're going to make a little deer feeding station and maybe plant some apple trees and stuff far enough away from the garden that they don't come in and eat all of my stuff, because they can, and they do. So it's definitely been planter season for all of those things. This is my normal planter, kind of an artsy. Like I said, I'm the creative. The creativity is the reason why I garden. It's like a giant palette, and it makes beautiful things. And you know, bright green like this, carrots in the middle of the winter, I'm all for that. That just makes me happy. But I wanted to add one more thing for those of you who might actually be closet writers. My friend Susie Mae Warren she has My Book Therapy, or she has put together My Brilliant Writing Planner. But the part that I really like is that she has almost the bones for anything that you want to do on top of your 9 to 5. Like, you have your writing days and you have all the stuff you're doing on purpose, but in here she actually gives you the bones for things to think about so that you're actually getting the things done that you want in your life and in your day. And it's super fun. I actually added some tip-ins because I'm a color girl, so I added my own little fun things so I could get started, because it actually doesn't start till 2019. But she has stuff for, especially for the writer. It's definitely specific to writing. But the thinking, if you get inside of her thinking in here, it has like the 90-day year thinking, where you break your year into 4 quadrants and you make plans. But I have been having fun because it's been giving me a place to, on top of the book writing, to incorporate the things like hanging a grow light in my greenhouse. You know, that's a goal. Now I have that up and running. I actually repaired a hose the other day. I was all sophisticated in doing that. And you know, this next February, I want to try my hand at harvesting maple syrup off of our own maple trees, wild maple trees. You can harvest syrup off of any maple. It's not necessarily as sweet as sugar maple, but we have mature maples like all over. So I'm kind of looking forward to trying all that stuff. And so thank you for watching. Middle of December, before Christmas, enjoying my greenhouse, my hoop house. That's it. Bye.
You coming to say hi? Move. Are you coming to say hi? Come here, girls. For you to get out. Hi, are you guys? Oh, are we gonna get out? Huh? You gonna go play? What? Is he coming? Huh? You coming? What? Oh. He loving that.